Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Power Sports.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this after Thanksgiving weekend. So much going on. I hope you survived Black Friday. I don't know who came up with that idea. I
don't know. It was a good day on the water.
Oh, I was in Arkansas, and it's Red Friday to me. And we're not talking football this week. We're just going to be quiet and let it roll out here. Okay. All right. What comes around comes around. But anyway, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Of course, this weekend is Bill Cooksey sitting in and Ron Wong sitting in. We know that this is the opening weekend for the Tennessee waterfowl season.
Yay.
And Mississippi.
And Mississippi kicking in there. And, of course, the deer seasons are still going on. And,
Yay.
So much is happening this weekend. And if you're down at the Bass Pro Shop at the Pyramid or the other one, the existing store, which I was the other day, there's a lot of things going on at both of those stores. They're going on at South Haven at our good friends at Sportsman's Warehouse, kicking out a lot of stuff going on down there. But, hey, we appreciate talking to a little bit of firearms talk for the first half of the show. And if you missed it, you can go to lroutdoors.com this afternoon. We should have it posted. And later in the show, I'm going to tell you all about the 12 Days of Christmas promotion. We've got 12 wonderful sponsors have come up with this. And Ron Wong is even, wow, look at that. Oh, man, look at this. Golly.
Ron brought me a present.
He brought all stuff. Listen at that. Oh, golly.
Bobbers.
Our good friends at Strike King, our good friends at Peanut Craft Lures, our good friend at Lou's. We're going to talk a lot about that. But hey, let's talk fishing with one of our favorite persons. And I know that we had her on earlier talking about a big event that she puts on, helps join part of it. This is the 6th annual event this past Saturday, and that's our good friend Debra Hengst. Good morning, Debra.
Hey, good morning. How are you guys doing?
Oh, it's good to talk to you, Debra, after talking about pistols and shotguns lately.
Oh,
So
all right.
Always good to have a sweet voice.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. Did everybody have a great Thanksgiving?
Yeah. So I know, Debra, we had you on earlier talking about the event itself, and you got some you had to postpone it and all these different kind of things. And Ron he showed me a picture of the folks that can. How many did you end up with last Saturday?
They wound up with 12.
12.
Well, 12 were able to make it in after being postponed from the original date back in October. We were rained out on October 31st.
Yes.
From the flooding, so it was rescheduled for November the 21st. And boy, I tell you, that did not come without its little comedy of errors as well. We had a big old front that had moved in, and anyway, but
Lake Bastrop was rolling, I bet, right?
It was rolling. It was rolling. It was the calm before the storm at launch time, and then about 8 o'clock, all hell broke loose.
Oh my gosh!
It roared through.
But you gave some memories, didn't you?
Yes, absolutely. We sure did. And this is the 6th year for Soldiers on the Water at Lake Bastrop. It's a little power plant lake, about 900 acres. And it's a grassroots event, and, it could not be made possible without the help of all the fundraisers, the contributors, sponsors, and then the tournament director is Candy Candelaria, who also herself comes from a military family.
Yes.
And basically what it is, it's take the soldiers out for a day of fun, food, and fishing, and it's just in a small, small way, thank them for their service and sacrifice. But, it was great. It was beautiful 3 days before the event, and then we wound up on that cold front. But I was had the privilege to be paired with Michael Valerio, and he was a Desert Storm.
Wow! I saw the pictures. Yeah, I saw the pictures with him, and I know Lake Bastrop is located where? I mean, give our listeners, because I know.
It's located in Texas, and it is east of Austin.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so that's kind of where it's located, and great little lake and good little power plant lake. But anyway, it was tough fishing on that day, and several of the the soldiers did catch fish, and I believe it wound up first place for 5 fish around 13 pounds, and then I think second place was around 10 pounds. But Michael and I had a great time in the boat that day. It's a little half-day tournament, and came back in and had a fellowship and fun and awards and food, and it was a good time.
One of the things, Deborah, that you guys do this particular event is not only taking the soldiers out for fishing and then food, but you guys also make sure that they go away with something in their hands to remember the event with. You guys give them gift cards, you got lure packs, and of course, one of your sponsors, Lou, stepped up and gave each of them a rod and reel also. How awesome is that?
That is correct, and I am so thankful to my sponsors, Luz and Strike King, and of course the organization was very appreciative of it as well, but nobody was more appreciative of it than the soldiers. They could not believe that they got each a rod and reel. It was the American Hero combo, and then, of course, a nice lure pack from Strike King, and they got several other things as well, but those were given by my two sponsors, and I really appreciate Luz and Strike King on my behalf for stepping up and doing this for them.
And and you guys went out. Candy goes out, and she really works hard to help put this thing on. She went out and got gift cards from like Academy, and there was a couple of other stores that also got it for the soldiers, also, didn't they?
Right, Cabela's, and that's right. Yeah, she worked so hard at this, and like I said, it's a grassroots organization, and she does everything that she can to put this on and get the contributions that she can. And she's also started a Facebook page. So if the listeners would like to go over to the Facebook page, it's Soldiers on the Water, and like her page, that would be great. I think she's got over 1,000 likes right now.
Awesome.
Good. Well, I don't know how anybody could not like something like it. Again, we're talking to Debra Hengst out of Texas, but also talking about and a great part of the Strike King and other pro staffs and fishing out there, but also one of our favorite guests because she did the Soldiers on the Water event here back last Saturday, and I quote from Debra here, winds were north 30-plus and higher gusts blowing me back to the console at times. Now that's about as descriptive as I can see as it's what it was. You ever been on the water like that, Bill? What's the worst the weather conditions you've ever been in? Let's ask this.
Man, sub-zero with 30-mile-an-hour winds. And,
okay, all right. How about you, Ron Wong?
I was just in Oklahoma at Lake 10 Killer here about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And the winds were steady at 30, gusting to 41, and there's no seats in a boat to fish out of. We're just fishing off of plain decks, and it was rocking and rolling pretty good, and for an old man, it was hard to stand up.
Oh, there he goes. I knew he'd throw that in there. But, hey, these 12 soldiers, did they come from the Texas area primarily? Did you have?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, they did. They sure did. They sure did. And one other thing, I just would like to mention that one of the ladies that has attended 4 events and has helped with fundraising, her name is Randy Whalen, and she was nominated to the Texas Fishing Hall of Fame. So
really?
Cool.
That's pretty impressive right there.
Well, congratulations.
Yes, that is that's really good. So before we let you go, what's up for you, Deborah? What are you looking for 2016?
Well, and I just wanted to finish up, living here in San Antonio, we've got 4 premier military bases here. So we have a large
yes, you do.
military base here in South Texas. But 2016, I'm definitely going to get back to tournament fishing again. I feel like I've kind of been out of the loop for a while. And on that note, I can breathe a sigh of relief because I had my cancer scan a couple weeks ago, and I am very blessed to say that I now am 5 years cancer-free.
How about a round of
Awesome.
applause?
Yay.
Yeah, all right. There we go. Yeah, that's
Thank
what I
you.
was working
Awesome.
for. I was trying to get that rolling out of Deborah because she has a lot of friends, Facebook, whether us, and just pulling for you, Deborah, and everything.
Absolutely.
And we wish nothing but the best in 2016 for you. Thank you for being with us this morning. And
Thank you.
Once again, we have your number. If I can write it down right, we have your number and everything.
Deborah, if somebody
have
wants...
your number, Will. And again, I would like to, before I let you go, just during the holiday season, I know that Thanksgiving, is past, but just something to remember, during the holiday season to finish up the Soldiers on the Water event that, Thanksgiving behind us and Christmas a few weeks away. I mean, this time of year is all about spending time with loved ones.
That's right.
And reflecting on, everything good in our lives. I mean, such as what I just mentioned. I'm cancer-free. I mean, that's one of the good things in my life. But, each year our armed forces are deployed, and they're mostly outside the United States, and they don't get to spend the time
That's right.
on the holiday with their families. So, instead they're busy protecting our country here.
Yes.
So that's something that we're truly thankful for. And I just kind of wanted to end on that note, just to really reflect on that.
Deborah, on as a veteran, and on behalf of all the service people, I want to thank you for taking your time to do what you do, and to put a smile on these soldiers' faces. And also, if somebody wants to follow you, there's a couple of ways they can do that too, right?
Yes, that would be great if they would. I have a Facebook page, my angler page, and that's under Debra Hengst Angler. And then also I have a Twitter account, which is under Debra Hengst. And for some of the pictures that I know that you guys have seen, that others haven't, from this last week's event, and then from other things that I do going forward, they're all on my Facebook page and my Twitter page. So I'd love for them to go over and view and follow me and ask me a question, because I'm very responsive. I'm very, very interactive with my followers, so I would love that.
All right, Deborah. Well, thank you again for taking time on this Saturday morning to be with you. God bless you for all you do, and we'll definitely stay in touch. Okay, girl?
Thank you so much.
Have a great one. We'll talk to you later. All right. Let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Right, come back. Ron Wong, Bill Cooksey in the studio, Greg Ratliff running the show. I'm just sitting back and having a good time. We'll be right back. ESPN 790.